guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacia. I'm the owner of Average Joy Scented Candles, and today we are going to make some candles. So I'm just gonna do what I do. Everybody's process is very different. So the first thing is that I'm using 8-ounce tin cans, and what we do, we get some alcohol, like 99%, and we just spray and clean them out real good. You just never know when it was shipping or whatever what's in here. So just wipe that out real good, all in between everything. Then after that, we have to weigh out our wax. So this is like a 4-pound can. This is at my weighing scale. I just bought it from Amazon. Everything basically came from there. Now this came from Can of Science, the 8-ounce cans. I love Can of Science because when you order, they get to you quick. So this is my wax over here. I'm using natural soy wax today. Switching up a little bit because I think this is a little better than the one I usually use. So I'm just gonna put my scale to 0. We're doing grams. I'm just gonna weigh out enough wax to make 3 8-ounce cans. I need 454 grams. I had already put water in my pot over here, and my little stove top I bought from Amazon as well. Better than using you can use your stove or you can use that. It depends on what you want to do. You want to spend the extra money. So I'm a little bit old, so I just take a little bit out. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So I can go ahead. Let me see if this is getting hot. Because I did drop it the other day. I don't know how. I can go ahead and just put this in here. And this will be a minute before it actually start melting down. You know, you want to get all your supplies together. Like I have a spatula I use just to stir it up. I'm also going to color it today with pink. I'm using, what is it, Red Rose scent with a pink dye. I had some other, I have a big candle made already like this, but she wants a small 8-ounce candle, so I'm going to do that. So while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to go ahead and put my labels, my warning labels on the bottom of my candles while we wait. So I'm gonna try to talk everything through, and I might stop talking for a minute. It just okay. So after I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my wicks. This is the wicks. This is a 18 by 6 wick, cotton wick. So you have to get all this material as well. So here's the little stickers we use. Some people use buy some kind of glue. I don't. I just use, these work perfectly fine and hold it down very well for me. I have no problem. So I just stick it in the middle. Get it going like that. That's supposed to, it's gonna take a minute to get hot and melt. So it's gonna get the degrees up to 185 before I will have to pull it out. You always check it with your thermometer. Let me pull that out. I forgot to grab that as well, and something else. Okay, let me grab that. These are the bars that you this is my thermometer. I'm telling guys, get one of these. Do not get the regular little digital one that you stick in there, because that pot get hot and you be like, oh my God, it'll burn my hand. So invest in one of these. These are real good, right on Amazon. So this is the bar. So this really works well as to make sure you center. I didn't know. No one's told me when I watched so many videos that this little piece right here is where you actually connect the wick. And to keep it in place and it keep it straight for you. Some of them candles coming out crooked. And I was like, what if I'm doing wrong? Why is my stuff coming out crooked? But I figured it out. That was a little piece that keep it, that connect it, whatever. So just, it's not easy to connect it to sometimes. And sometimes it is. But this is awesome because it keep it right center for you. And your wick won't be sideways when you're trying to sell a candle to somebody. Okay, so that is done. So now you hear the pot boiling over here. So that'll still be a minute. I try to put things away so that it won't be too much in my way when I'm trying to do stuff. So I need to find the dye. I just got a shipment came in from Candle Science. And we're looking for the pink. Yep, here it is. The pale pink dye box. Block. Put it out down there. I don't need them back. And in anything you use, any kind of supplies that you use, you can't reuse it in your kitchen again. Just remember that. So while that's still doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut a piece of the color that I'm gonna use. Put it in here. And you don't need a big piece. I'm probably gonna put some of this back in there. Yeah, most everything I bought here is really out from Amazon. Now this fragrance came from Pro Candle. I'm sorry, Pro Candle. I like Candle Science, but certain people, I do a lot of shopping, and I see different prices on certain items like fragrance oils and stuff, and some are cheaper than Candle Science. So their shipping a little cheaper. Candle Science is awesome, but their shipping is a little expensive. So I do shop around to certain different other supply companies as well. And sometimes Candle Science don't have all the fragrance that you need, so sometimes you do have to shop around to others as well. So let me get over here and check this. It's coming, but it's still got a little minute to go. I try to keep, I don't want it too high, so I try to keep it on like between 3 and 4. So while we're doing that, I can go ahead and weigh out my make sure the scale always on 0. We're gonna use 5 grams of fragrance. Also, I'm gonna mix this together. So with the red roses really smell good. I'm gonna do about, I want more red rose smell, about 3%. Then I'm gonna do plum in there, about 2. That should be enough. Then I'm just gonna wipe up my little mess, take that off the scale. Okay, actually I'm done, so I can put this back up and move it out the way. I don't need the scale anymore. Guys, there's really nothing to making candles. It just takes some of your time. You just gotta know how to how much wax you need for 1 ounce candle, or how many you need for 3, 4, 5. Once you get the hang of it, it's really simple. So it's always good to write it down too when you start learning, because sometimes you will forget. So once the temperature reaches 185, I'll be able to add my color dye. But right now it's at 144. So that is done. I still have another I'm about to clean up behind myself. I don't like to have stuff everywhere. So now it's basically the weight. Then you gotta wait until the candle melts down, and the wax melt. I'm sorry, the wax melt down. So it's coming along. It's getting there. So I guess I can show you with my phone. It's at 155 now. this is how the wax look right now. And it's melting down. So after that happens, then we'll add our dye. So now we're still waiting for the wax to reach its degree at 165. So once this melts all the way, I can go ahead and add my color dye to it. So guys, I'm thinking about doing a wine class where you make your own. You want to make your own candle. I bring different fragrance for you to choose from. I don't know. I'm thinking about it, so I'll get back to y'all on that. And leave a comment what y'all think about me doing a class. Or we have some wine, sipping on some wine while we make our candles. Temperature is now. Most time when you add the dye, the temperature goes down a little bit. So it's at 180 now. So it was at 182, but once I added that, it went back down. So this is done. So the way you clean your stuff after you use it, just get some alcohol and some paper towels and clean it. You can use some soap and scrub it a little bit too. Especially when you come into cleaning that the candle wax pot over there. But this is like really easy. Just while you're still waiting, just wipe it out. Get some like a little spray bottle. Oh, I'm sorry. Kind of thing. Use your like a little spray bottle. Just clean it off. Be careful, cut your hand. Real simple. You're taking off the pot. Take it out. So just remember to cut off your little hole. And now we can add our fragrance oil to it. And what I do, you just I just stir it. I just count for 20 seconds. I do it one way. Then I turn around and do it the other way. Then that's basically it. Now you just sit here after you stir it. I just wipe it off because you don't want it to sit on there. Go ahead and clean out. So try to keep everything wiped down and off, whatever, because when wax melts, it's hard to clean. And I always keep my trash can near me because I always have to throw away stuff. Just put on some alcohol spray. Because you don't need this anymore. Now all you're doing now, you're just sitting here waiting for the wax to go down so you be able to pour it. And that's at like 135. So right now it's at 177. So it's going to be a little minute. So you might just go ahead and clean up whichever you use. If you're not doing making any more candles. You still got to clean up behind. You can never reuse the same thing. And you put another fragrance off and then smell, blend it in together. Just clean it real good with some alcohol. Probably put some soap and water on it once I'm done with making the candle. So that's basically it. Next, like I said, next thing you do now, you wait until it gets to a certain degree to be able to pour it into the containers. And once you pour into the containers, you let it sit overnight. And then you wake up and then you just let it cure. You check and make sure it don't have any kind of like holes, might came along in it. Sometimes that happens, they're just natural. There's nothing you can really do about it. But you can get your heat gun. Some people use blow dryers, but I prefer a heat gun. And you just fix the problem, you know, heat it up for a few minutes. But that's really it. All we do now, like I said, is just wait for the wax to cool down. So, hey, visit my store, Abby Joy Scented Candles. Sales still going on until I think the 30th. And I thank you, and y'all have a blessed day.